There is one question that you asked. Hey, for that organizational wide defaults, that setting, right? When you create an object, is that one of the first things you need to go do and set, or what is the default for when you create an object? What is the permissions on it?
See, right now, as you are logging in as an administrator, okay, whatever the records that someone else creates, you will be able to see it. But if you log in as a standard user or with any other profile, then the records that you create would not be visible for anyone. The records that you own, that is only for you, unless you are going to make it OWT public or something. Okay, public read or public read write or public read write transfer.
Okay,
by
so by
default, it is going to be private.
Oh, so default everything is private to you only, and then unless you make it public.
Private to the owner, yes.
Okay, so is that one of the first steps you do as part of creating an object, or once you have defined all your objects?
By default, the profile is designed in that way. Right now, as you are an administrator, you are able to see each and everything. Okay. But if you log in as a standard user, because if you join any organization and the administrator is the one who is going to create your profile and give it to you.
Right.
That time you will not have this many access for all the objects or maybe all the records.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. I think we are done with this security. Okay. So let's move on to another important topic, that is workflows. Okay. Permission sets we are done. Okay. Workflow. Okay. As I created this document, workflow is nothing but just two W's. Okay. What should I do? When should I do? Okay. So what should I do? What does it mean? Like maybe workflow is mainly designed to automate the stuff. You would be able to automate talks. You would be able to automate email alerts. You would be able to automate field updates. You would be able to automate outbound messages. Recently, they have added one more is like if you want to select any existing action, you would be able to do that. Because these are the things that you would be able to do it. For example, if you want to assign some task to someone based on some action, okay, based on some evaluation criteria, okay, that is nothing but when should I do. Okay, for example, we have been working on patient objects. Okay, for previous batches, I used to work on maybe student object. Now the object has been changed. Okay, so patient object, in this patient object, for example, if you want to send an email alert, okay, saying that you have an appointment tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow at so and so time. If you are not able to make it, so please let us know. Okay. If this time doesn't work, please let us know. Maybe 10 hours before, 15 hours before. Otherwise, there will be some kind of penalty, or maybe you may need to pay some charges or something like that. Okay. So whatever they want to create a email template, they will be able to create an email template. And based on that criteria is going to be, for example, if patient record has been created, today you visited the hospital. And the next time, maybe after 4 months, okay, you would be taking an appointment. Okay, 4 months or maybe 1 year, if it is a general checkup. So for 1 year, I don't need to send an email right now. I need to wait. I need to wait until next year. So maybe again, I may need to set maybe 15 days before, or maybe 10 days before, or maybe just 1 day before to send a reminder email. So if you want to do that one, if you take a big hospital, maybe there could be some 10,000 patients, or maybe 20,000 patients, or 1 million patients. In that case, the receptionist would not be able to send an email to everyone. So if you want to automate that kind of task, then you can go ahead with the workflow. Okay, task is nothing but if you want to set some task in their calendar, it would pop up. Or email alert, the one which is going to send it email to them. And when it comes to field updates, for example, right now if you take a recruitment application, you guys work on. In the recruitment application, maybe the people, maybe HR and the management team would be sitting somewhere, okay, to create positions. And there would be some technical team, they would be taking interviews. There will be some HR team who is going to review interview results, okay, and maybe provide offers. Once the offer has been provided, okay, for example, if there is a Salesforce developer and the judge has been selected for that position. If the position is, we have selected for that position, and if the position is over, okay, if the position is completed, we have presented the candidate. Then immediately, initially, when the position is created here, the status is going to be open. And once we offer some candidate, assume that the candidate has taken the role and he has started from on that day. What you can do, you can say that the position is closed, or candidate has joined. Okay, that position. So based on this status, you need to update the other status saying that okay, this position was open. Now this position should be closed. The reason, if you don't close this one, what is going to happen is like maybe this system, these guys would be sitting in India, this guys would be sitting in USA, and this guys would be sitting in maybe UK. So this guys would be sitting somewhere else in Germany. Okay, so if you don't update this one, this guys would still continue to take the interviews, which is not required. Already that position is closed. So if you want to do that kind of field update, then you can use workflow. Based on if the consultant has joined, okay, if that position, if the status is changed from open to maybe open to close or something. Okay, based on this status also should be closed. The position status should be closed. Or maybe you can have maybe the consultant, okay, as accepted, offered, or joined. Okay, if you take this kind of positions, okay, once the consultant position has become joined, then immediately this position should become closed. So based on some action, if you want to take another action, if you want to update any field, then you can go ahead with the workforce. You can automate those. These are the different types of tasks that can be automated using workflow. And when should I do? There is a criteria. One criteria is going to be either the action based on some values. For example, if you say, the simple example, now if the patient, okay, patient appointment time is tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, for example, if you say right now it is 7:06, right? 7:06 p.m. CST, and I want to send an email an hour, maybe a day before. Okay, the day before is going to be today. If it is the appointment is tomorrow, now I need to send an email to him. Okay, this is not the time based. This is the criteria based. Means when it reaches. When it reaches to that point, then we are going to send an email. The time based is something like maybe the payment status. Payment status you have submitted to the insurance company. Status is submitted. Once you have submitted to insurance company, still what is going to happen is like maybe if they have not responded maybe in 15 days, or if they have not responded in 30 days. So you need to send an email to reminder email to the patient asking that like the insurance company has not cleared the payment. Maybe it could be somewhat down payment would be left. Okay. So or maybe he might have cancelled that insurance or whatever it is. So you need to send an email to the patient saying that we still did not get the payment. Can you please talk to your insurance company? Otherwise, it's your responsibility to pay the remaining amount if you don't get that from the insurance company. So whatever the type of email that you want to frame that email and send it to the patient. Then the patient will talk to them, and the status will be changed from submitted to received or something, whatever. Once it is changed, okay, then you don't need to send an email. But after 15 days, you are waiting. This is the time. It is not some action is going to happen. We have already submitted it, and we are waiting for 15 days. So if that is the case, then you are going to get this kind of the time-based workforce also you can do. In the same way, like if you take maybe insurance companies, okay, so you are going to send an email for them maybe if it is 30 days before the insurance expires. Usually it is going to be 1 year. Maybe after 11 months we are going to send an email saying that your insurance is getting expired. Maybe even it could be health insurance or it could be maybe car insurance or whatever. It is going to be expired in 30 days. Can you please renew it? In the same way 15 days, in the same way 10 days, 5 days, a day before. So just to make sure that we should not lose the business. Okay, you should keep sending an email because it is automated. It's only 2-minute job for you. But at the same time, the client also would think that okay, this company is really caring about me. Okay, and also if any accident happens, okay, so immediately if you have set some rules, automatically that is going to send an email. Oh, okay, sorry to hear that your car has been involved in an accident, but don't worry about it. We are going to take care of everything. Okay, you are just giving some kind of confidence for your customer so that you will not lose the business. So this kind of tasks, if you want to automate, in this case, like maybe as soon as the accident has been happened and accident has been reported, means as soon as the record is created, immediately you are going to send an email. There are different types of criteria. Okay, examples. There are a lot of examples here. So let's go back and try to see it in action. How does it work? Right now, let's go to maybe HMS. Okay, patients. Okay, we have a new patient, maybe regular checkup. Okay, so we have appointment time, right? On this one, let's try to create one workflow. workflow rules. Okay, so continue, and let's go to stop status. Okay, this is for a restaurant application. That's fine. Let's try to create new one. Say, for example, patient. The stop status I have created. We have developed some restaurant application. So in this case, what is going to happen is, like, maybe if we have sugar 5 bags. Okay, and if they have been using it for maybe a day or two. Okay, if it goes down maybe below 3, immediately the email will be sent to the manager saying that we are running short of sugar. Could you please order this? Okay, that kind of email will be sent. So this is based on some action. Once it is going below the limit, then it is going to send. Okay, so here we have criteria, and every time it sends it should reach the it should meet the criteria. Let me show you how that works. Now the patient object is patient, and also another important thing that you need to know is, see, so far we have created a page layout, we have created a record types, and we have created maybe fields, okay, and relationships. All of them are related to a particular object, maybe patient or any object that you take. But when it comes to workflow rules, it does not relate to any object. Okay, sorry, it does not store it in any object field. That would not be in the field history. It has to be created as a separate feature. And from that, if you want to create that feature, yes, we need some base object, that base object that you are going to select here. But when you create a workflow rule, it does not sit in your field. Unlike other all these features, okay, it would sit in the separate area where you may need to update it. In the same way as when you are an administrator, you would have view all and modify all. There are two features. This view all and modify all, and by default, create permissions will be there. Create, read, edit, delete. This create permissions mainly for if you have any records to be deleted or updated. And view all is nothing but view all and modify all is nothing but the features that you create like this. View all. If it is a standard user, you would not be able to see the workflow has been created if it is created by others. If it is created by him, yes, it is fine, it is private and you will be able to do it. But if it is created by others, you would not be able to see it unless you have view all permission or modify all permission. These are the very powerful permissions, and these two permissions would be most of the times with administrators only. Any questions on this? Okay. Now let's move on to the sure, go ahead.
Yes, standard users will not have set up. When I tried logging in, creating a standard user, and then logging in his credentials, I didn't see the setup tab.
Okay, what kind of user that is?
So he's. We had created those custom profiles, no, and then we had to assign some users to it. So
what kind of profile? What kind of license it is?
He used standard Salesforce platform.
Standard Salesforce platform. I think you should be able to see it. The one that I have created, okay, with the Salesforce. Okay, let's go to users and login. You should be able to see it. Setup usually be there with most of the user types. Okay. And yeah, if that profile doesn't have permissions, then it may not be there. Okay, if that particular standard profile also, this one standard Salesforce platform, it should be there. Anyway, let me check it. Okay, it should be there. That is, even if it is not there, don't worry about it, because that is depends on your permission. When you join an organization, usually you will have setup, because the license that they are going to give you is Salesforce license.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, now let's go back to our administrator login. Workflow. Okay, and new workflow. So it is going to be on patient object. The patient object. Say, for example, this one is maybe appointment reminder. Here, these three things are very important to know. The first thing is going to be created. Okay, created in a sense. What happens is, like just now we were talking about now. One of the maybe your companies, maybe you are working for AAA. Okay. In this case, okay, these are like car insurance companies, Okay, AAA, or maybe if you take Commerce or Liberty Mutual, okay, or maybe Geico. These are the car insurance companies. What happens is, as soon as you create, you report an accident, immediately they will create a report. Okay, once they create the report, immediately that report should be sent to you. Okay, yeah, the accident location and the time of accident, or maybe if there is any additional documents are required, if you want to fill any documents. So the email template would be created and sent it to you directly. So in that case, you can use this option, created. Okay, that's one of the criteria. And when you say created, you have an option even for time dependent. Okay, time dependent workflow, time-based workflow, or maybe immediate workflow also. There are two types of workflow, immediate as well as time-based. And when you go to the next one is created and every time it's edited. Here you cannot use time-dependent workflow. You need to remember this one. Maybe they could ask in interview question. Okay, saying that so when don't you have maybe time-dependent workflows? What is the option? So that option in the workflow, if you select created and every time it's edited. So every time it's edited, email will be sent. I would not be able to have some time-based. This kind of criteria would be applicable if you want to go with the share market. In the share market, what is going to happen is, assume that I want to buy Bank of America shares. So I want to know the update, current update. Maybe if any changes are there, okay, maybe plus 0.001, okay, and minus 0.005. So whatever the changes that are there, immediately I want to know that update. In that case, there is no time base. I just want immediate update. In that case, you can go ahead and select this option, this criteria. And most of the times, 99% of the time, you will be using the third option. Okay, created and anytime it's subsequently meet the criteria. When it is created, if you want to send an email, okay, and also, okay, and anytime it subsequently meets the criteria. For example, if you want to create a patient record, okay, the patient is joining today, okay, we are creating a patient record. As soon as you create a patient record, assume that he visited the hospital and the service is done, now he's going back, and that time actually you would come to the receptionist and the receptionist is going to create the record. And again, you should not send an email saying that, oh, okay, yeah, your appointment is tomorrow or something like that. It should not be sent because he just visited. And when you go with first option, that is going to happen. So the first option is designed for different purpose. And this option is okay, we have created a record, that's well and good. And after that, what you need to do? You need to look at the criteria. If the criteria is meeting, then send an email. If the criteria is not meeting, wait. Though the record is created, don't send an email. Okay. Now, the appointment reminder. Just a second. Okay. So now criteria, there are two things again. One is going to be criteria met, the formula evaluates to true. Okay, in either case, let me try to save this one. Okay. So what is going to happen is this is going to be insert field and say appointment time, yes, minus, okay. Appointment time, assume that it is tomorrow. And the current time I need to take. How do I take the current time? Let's go to time and date and time. Now, insert this, less than 1. Okay. If it is less than 1 day. Okay, then you need to send an email to the patient. Let me check syntax. There is no problem, no errors found. Then save and next. Now the workflow has been created. Now you need to add workflow action. Okay, say for example, email alert. In the email alert, there is a concept called email template. Email template, there are ways where there are different types of email templates. One is going to be text email template. The other one is going to be HTML. Okay, HTML. Next one is the email template without letterhead. Okay, and the next one is Visual Force page. These are the email templates are there. Let's take a look at the email templates that we have, and also we will create one. Email templates. Let me open it in new tab. Okay. So we have all the test email tabs. Even if you want to create HTML email tab, that is fine. Okay. So right now, let me create one new email tab. Okay, text as I said. Okay, HTML. If you want to use letterhead also, custom without letterhead, and without first page. Without first pages, we will work on it. Okay. And HTML, if you guys have some idea, you can create it. Otherwise, there is the W3 School. Okay, take a look at it, and you will be able to know about it. This is going to be like maybe header one. Okay, and but close that one. Okay, in the same way, paragraph or maybe body. Okay. Okay, this kind of things will be there, or head. Okay, this kind of things will be there. These are just tags, simple tags. Take a look at it. Now, if you want to go with maybe text one, so next. But right now, what we are trying to create, hello. Okay, I don't want to suggest hello, and if I wish with their name, that would be good. So if I want to do that one, what should I do? Now I need to get the patient name. So patient name. Now, if you know coding, you don't have to worry about it. If you don't know it, how? Let me show you how to do it. Okay. So now I have written hello patient name. Okay. So if it is hello Steve, your appointment is scheduled. Instead of just saying hello, so you can even say this one. How did I get this one? Okay. This is called an expression. Okay. So expression is the one which is going to get the value from the database. So right now, if you want to see here, if you want to write maybe contact fields, we are not working on contact fields. We are working on patient, right? Patient fields. And the select field is going to be, for example, patient name. So this is created. The match field is created. If you go to the match fields, so take a look at this one. Okay. So if you take a look at this one, now patient __ C, that is going to be object. From that object, I am trying to get the name of the patient. And this is the field. Okay, this is the expression. This is called a merge field or expression. This is going to get a value from the database. So I don't have to worry about it. Okay, if I am sending it to ABC, it says hello ABC. Okay, so let me try to use some information. Okay, hello, and say your appointment is at here. I need to get the appointment time, right? So how can I write it? Can someone tell you, or someone tell me how do I do that? Now I want to get appointment name.
So again with the same syntax, we'll write appointment and then double
appointment underscore time underscore C.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it is going to be patient is an object.
Yeah. So
okay. Patient. In that object, we have appointment time is a field, and it is a custom field. That's why underscore C. First one I did not write underscore C. The reason is it is not a custom field. It would go in standard field list usually. Okay. So let me open it in new tab. So if I go to patients, view fields. Okay. So this is going to be name is here. So there is no underscore. And if I go to patient appointment time, there is appointment time underscore C. So you'll be using APIs. Okay. So your appointment is scheduled at. Okay. Scheduled at. Please contact us before 10 hours or whatever, okay? Because we have scheduled it for 24 hours, right? If you say -2 days, then you can say 24 hours. Where you have written formula, right? Is less than 1. Instead of less than 1, you can put less than 2. Please contact us before 10 hours. If there are any changes, okay, and the time here again I can give my name, okay, or maybe whoever is using it. How do I do that? So my name I can get it from user. Let me go to user fields, and the name is here. So user.name. Okay, that is going to be first name and last name will be combined here. This is a template that I just created it, and the email template name I can say appointment reminder. Okay, and let me make it available for you. Okay, and description is fine, and this one is patient appointment reminder, some subjects. Okay, patient appointment reminder. Okay, if you want to go ahead with maybe even this one also, like hospital name also, maybe like clinic. So that even if you have the appointment from different hospital, okay, it will give more information. Save it. Good. Okay. So we are done with this one email templates. Let me go back here. This is going to description is appointment reminder from Leahy Clinic. Okay. That is only subject, and unique name will be created automatically. Email template, that is the one that I just created. See, I have all the email templates. In addition to that, even I have my email template also. I did not write any description. My email template also there. So whom do you want to send it? Say for example, if I want to send it to Ravindra. Okay, users, all the users and the creator, all this information will be there. So for example, now if you want to use say additional emails, thanu@rnr.com, @rnr.com. Okay, now current email address, that's fine, and this is going to be default email address, sending an email. And I have taken email template also. Everything has been set. Let me save it. Good. Okay, it has been saved now. Okay, appointment reminder. This is the immediate work for action. Done. Let me activate it. It is active now. Okay, now let me go back and try to create one patient whose appointment date is tomorrow. So continue. Steve Suman. Okay, so date of birth 1980. Okay, so SSN. Okay. That's fine. Email steve@rnr.com. Okay, and appointment time is today. I just given today. Okay, then only do file. So reason for visit, physical checkup, and insurance providers, maybe Delta Dental or whatever. Let me save it. So now, if it has been filed, I should have got an email. See, patient appointment reminder from Leahy Clinic. Hello, Steve Suman. Okay, so the name that we had given, the patient name. Your appointment is scheduled at so and so time. Okay, please contact us 10 hours before if there is any change. And thanks myself because I have taken user.name. So all these merge fields have been replaced. Okay, have been replaced with the data that queried from the database, and they have replaced with the actual merge field, the value with actual merge fields. Any questions on this? So, and also you see there are two more people involved here. Okay, so one is Thanu, the other one also Judge also should be there with this email. Okay, good. Okay, now let's see. So far, what we did is we tried with, for example, we tried with what do you call immediate workflows. How does the time-based workflow work? Let me go to the patients and let's try to add one field. For example, like maybe assume that if the patient status is critical. Now you want to send an email to head of the department. Okay. For permission, that is one thing, and let's go ahead with a different scenario. Insurance. Okay, this one will take. We will use it in maybe approval process. Okay, that would be the right fit for it. Okay. So insurance status. Let's go ahead with maybe submitted, okay, and received, rejected, unknown. Okay. So if these is the except received, if these are the status, then what we may need to do? After 15 days, we need to send an email to them saying that we still did not receive the payment from your insurance. Please contact them. Okay. So let's go back. Let me try to create one more field. Checklist. Patient status. Sorry, payment status. Okay. And here, global pick list. See, most of the times, if it is a position, open closed. Okay. If it is an order, open, closed. Okay. If you take some other similar one, so then you can use global click list. Once you create a global click list, so you will be able to pull that values automatically. So earlier it was not there. Recently they have added this feature. Let me go ahead with the values actually, because I don't have any click list of such type. Submitted, received, rejected, unknown. Okay, now let's next. And the visibility is fine. Next, yeah, and now you guys know how to control it. Okay, how to manage the visibility, it's up to you guys. Okay, you can go ahead and remove the visibility from some of the users. And we have page layouts. Let it go to all the page layouts. Save. Okay, now let me try to create one patient, new, regular checkup. And if I go to the patient payment status is here. That's very good. Now let's try to create another workflow. Okay, that workflow should file if the patient status is still submitted, and the email will be sent after 15 days. Let's see how does it work. Workflow rules. Continue. Okay, and let me say again it is going to be on patient. Payment, pending payments. Okay, created, and every time it's edited, subsequently meet the criteria. Either of these ones you can go. And next one is going to be, say, for example, payment status, good, and equals to, say, for example, if it is submitted. Very good. Okay, and operation is there. And let me go back again. Payment status equals to rejected, and the payment status equals to unknown. Only receive. We are not going to send an email. Now see what is happen. What happens is, like, you don't have R option here. So payment status is submitted, okay, and unknown would not be there, and unknown and rejected, because one of these status would exist. So I cannot have all these three status true. If that is the case, what you can do, you can create your own logic. So create filter 1 or 2 or 3. In any of these cases, I am going to send an email. Either payment status is submitted, but I did not hear back from them after 15 days. And if it is rejected, then you can send an email right away if you want to go ahead. And if it is unknown, I have submitted, there is no update from them whether they have received it or not. Save on next. Okay, add time-based trigger. So it is going to be, say, for example, 15 days before. 15 days after the rule is triggered. Okay, yeah, you will have before also. That is if it is insurance. So it clearly says that what are you going to do? Payment status is equal to submitted, or payment status equal to rejected, or payment status equal to unknown. Then this will fire. So right now you did time-based work action, but you still did not write any work action here. That time you have set, trigger time you have set. Now what we can do, probably can go to the email templates. You can once you create it, you can use the same thing, but if you want to make it some meaningful, no, so you can do that. So in this case, again, we can go ahead with whatever we have done before. So hello, Medfield patient, C.name. We have not received the payment from your insurance company. For example, if you want to give insurance company info, I think we have a patient. The response was the dot insurance is there. What is that? That's correct. appointment time, ambulance company name, insurance providers. Please follow up and let us know. Keep us posted or something. Keep us posted. Please note that if your insurance company does not pay, then it will be that will be your payment. It will be added to your payment or whatever. Thanks again, whoever is sending us. So I can say user.name. So now this one is going to be email template name is pending payments. It is going to be the same for everyone, right? So available for you. And pending payments from insurance company. Pending payments. Reminder. Okay.
So what's the submitted status here? The submitted means it has been submitted to the insurance company for claim.
Yes.
Okay.
And the insurance company does not respond to our submission.
Okay.
So there could be a lot of reasons. Maybe he might have not paid the full amount, or maybe it could be discontinued, or he might have changed his insurance company, or whatever. Yeah. So I have created one template. That's good. So let's go back to the object definition. Let me try to add work action, new email alert. Payment, pending payments. Reminder. And email template, the one that we have created. Okay. Pending payments. It's here. And another important thing is the protected component. Protected component is something that you are still working on that workflow, okay, and it will not be available for anyone if you choose that one. If you don't choose that one, your workflow is ready. So right now, let me go ahead with this one. And also, as I said, you would be able to add some users also. Save it. Good. Okay. So we have created one time-based workflow as well, and we have created a different rule. In the previous one, we have written the formula. This one, we have chosen the filtering rule criteria, and also we have some filtering because for hours. Okay. Now let me go back. Let us try to write patients, new patient, and regular checkup. And the patient name is Mark Allegaton. Okay. And
Hey, Ravindra, on this at the client location, all this email and everything will be a lookup from like the Active Directory, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and this one say assistant email mark@alma.com, and appointment time. Let's have it today. Okay. And insurance provider, say for example BCBS, and reason for visit maybe still checkup. Save it. Now, two things must have happened. We have one workflow, okay? That is the first one. This should fire for appointment time. So I should have got that email. Good. I got that email. That is one email. Okay? But I did not get the second email. So how would I know that whether it has been scheduled or not? That is where you may need to go to monitor. If you go to monitor and time-based workflow, and if you search for everything without conditions, what happened? So, okay. So what could have happened? Can you tell me? I don't see this one. I don't see it in this maybe schedules. Okay, the reason is very simple. See, in the previous one, the first case, first workflow I have activated. Second workflow I forgot to activate. Okay, so appointment reminder, see, it is not active. So activate it. Now, as the activation is done, okay, that is going to be default user. Okay, so it is active now, and the condition that we have selected is created, and every time it's edited, right? So right now I'm not going to create a record. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it. Okay. So for example, if I take Steve, and both of them are created and it's edited. So delta and the payment status is maybe rejected or unknown or maybe submitted. Any of these conditions should work. Now again, if I go here, appointment reminder, it is still there. Okay. So the same one, it was already sent. And if I go here, search, see, now the pending payments have been activated. The pending payment you see here, okay, and the email that is going to be sent is on 4/25th, not today. Today is 4/10th. So after 15 days, the email will be sent. If I don't receive anything, what if I receive in between? Today I have submitted it, maybe tomorrow if I receive the payment. Do you still want me to send an email to patient?
No.
No, right? So we have to take some action for that. Yeah, let's see. Let's go back and see. Because the system should be smart enough to take care of this kind of action. So Steve and the payment status, let me do it. Payment status is maybe received. Let me go back to the workflow again. Sorry, time-based workflow, just to monitor this. And let me search for it. See, it is gone. As soon as you update it would be keep monitoring. Every millisecond it would be monitoring. If there is any change, immediately this workflow would fire. Any questions on this?
Can you show where you are updating that status?
The status is from the patient record.
Yeah, patient record. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, the important one is what you call approval process. So far, what we have been doing is the workflow. The workflow is automated action. But when it comes to approval, okay, you need to take some action. You need to kick off that workflow, that this one feature. Then only it is going to send an email. Right now, if you take a look at this one, see, for example, if you are going to get a new project. Assume that you are a software, maybe a team lead. Okay, you are getting a new project, and you may need another 10 resources. The 10 resources, you cannot open 10 positions. Yeah, I am going to get the project. What if you don't get the project? So that's the reason you need to send, though you are a team lead, you may need to request your manager saying that, okay, we are going to get a new project. So by that time, we need to have our resources ready. So probably for this project, we may need 10 resources. Then the manager may talk to finance team, okay, and the finance team would open up this 10 position. So right now what is happening is, if you need the position, okay, assume that your manager is sitting somewhere in India. Okay, you cannot go to his desk and say that, sir, I need, I want 10 more resources. That would not be the case. What you can do, create some workflow, okay, and send it to approval process and send it to your manager. Once you send it to your manager would review everything. Oh, okay, yeah, Ravindra definitely needs resources because we are expecting some project. Then he is going to check with financial team. Either he also can generate approval process or the same one. Actually, there will be 3 levels of approval. We cannot write all 3 levels because we have only 2 licenses. So let's test with between team lead as well as this guy, manager. Okay, if manager wants to create one more, you will be able to send it one more with the financial team, or they may call or whatever they want to do it, they will be able to do it. So if you want to test this scenario, then you need to create, you would be using approval process. So let's see, maybe in this case, so instead of going with that kind of thing, even another thing is like maybe if you are an employee. If you want to take 1 day leave, yes, your team lead may accept it. 1 week, maybe with great difficulty, your team lead would accept it. If you are going with 1 month vacation, then the team lead has to raise it to manager. So there are a lot of cases where approval process are required. In this case, as we are working on patient object, what we can do, maybe probably if the patient status, health status is critical, then we are going to send an email or maybe email alert to HOD, head of the department of that particular particular specialty, saying that we are going to take him to ICU, or maybe we are going to do some surgery for him or whatever, because the condition, this patient condition is very critical. So definitely you need to get the permission, just like that maybe nurse cannot do surgery without taking permission from anyone. Okay, so if that is the case, then you need to prepare the report and send it to your HOD. So HOD will remove, either approve or reject or assign it to someone else. That is going to be possible. So let me show you first this one document, how that works. Okay, so if you take a look at this one, either the position we have taken, initial submission, so approval, either director manager. If director manager rejects, that is going to be final decision. If he approves, then go to the next level CEO. If he rejects, it is going to be final final decision. Otherwise, if it is approved, then you will get final approval. Then you can open the position. Okay. So if you take, as I said, like you would be able to take any example for this one approvals, because a lot of his approvals are required. Even if you want to go with a type sheet approval also, just create type sheet approval, type sheet process, and send it to them. They would approve it. Now let's take a look at this one. Now patient, let's try to add one more field. So this is also pick list field. See, you see, pick list is very useful. Okay, we have used a lot of pick list fields like health condition, and let's go ahead with the values. Maybe critical, stable, unknown. Okay, at this point of time we cannot say anything. So next and next. Okay, and we are going to add to every page layout. That's good. Now let me go back to the patient. Okay, say for example, if it is of status is critical, health condition is critical, then I need to prepare some approval process. Okay, that approval process should be sent to the HOD. If it's approval process, let's go ahead with maybe create a new approval process. We'll go ahead with the jump start. Okay, but there are but the standard step which also you will be just filling each and everything. Jump start will take automatically most of the fields. For example, now if you want to go with maybe this one, patient condition, and approval email template, you can choose one of them, otherwise you can create one. Let's do that. That would be meaningful actually. So if you create one, okay, so for example, hello, maybe if we are head of this one. Okay, so let's go ahead with maybe ABC. That also we can get the field, but right now we don't have any object for that one. Okay, or maybe you can take even the doctor template also, so you'll be able to get some doctor information there. ABC. Patient. Condition, or even I can take a patient name. Patient. Health condition is very critical. please start with this. If he needs to take maybe this one, if he needs to take care of the patient, operation done. Okay. Thanks. Available for you. Email template, patient condition. Condition. Okay. Patient. Patient health condition. Good. Okay, now this is ready for use, and let's go ahead.
Hey, Ravindra, one question that
Yeah.
previous one where you created the template, you didn't set the merge fields.
Sorry?
Don't you have to set that merge fields? How would it know where to pick that from?
No, that's the current patient, current record. It would be executed on current record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even in this patient and the doctor are related, no? So if you want to give the doctor name also, patient dot doctor underscore or dot that particular name, even that also would work. Because this patient doctor, or if there is any head of the department, so that's the reason I did not give the specific name. Otherwise, you would have given the doctor's name. Okay. Now the criteria is going to be this is patient field, right? Current user. Okay, so let's see, because I don't see it here there. So, did we miss any step? Let me go back because it's taking account. So yeah, that's it. Okay, this is where we missed it. Okay, so what we may need to do is we may need to go with the patient, create jumpstart. Actually, by default it was account, so that's the reason. Patient health condition and the criteria met is the patient current health condition equals to serious. Okay, so we had one already. Okay, that's fine. So next one, I think we had one, and health condition. Okay, we had one. Okay, so in this case, let's go ahead with critical. I did not see it. Okay, so now let's automatically assign the approvers. We are going to send the approver. Right now we have two users, right? So let me send it to this guy. I'm not sure what profile that we have used anyway. Let's see. Okay, so then let's save it. Yeah, review all collected data. Quick list. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Save. And there it is. Okay, view approval process. That's good. And activate it. Yes. Okay. Right now, let me try to create one patient record. Patient and regular checkup. So patient is JPR is Just mine. Okay. And patient payment status, there are a lot of workflows to be accepted. That's okay. Health conditions critical, and this is email. Just mine. Appointment time, insurance providers, reason for visit, say emergency or something. Okay. Right now, let me save it. Once it is saved, okay, there is an option for us to submit for approval because the patient condition is critical. Now let me try to submit for approval. Right now you see this has been created here and it is assigned to so-and-so doctor. That doctor would be able to either reassign to someone of that level, okay, maybe it's from that group, or maybe approve it or reject it. Now what you need to do, you would be able to even recall your approval request also. Let me log in as that user. Users, log in, and let me see here, my home page, I have approval request. So let's go back and let's try to approve it. Approve, reject, or cancel. Now right now it is pending. Let me approve it. Good. Okay, it has been approved. Let me log out and mock interviews. Log in back again. Let me go back to the patient record. Just fine. Okay, the report is approved. So she can be taken to ICU. Any questions on this one? So we did discuss about workflow. Okay, two types of workflows. Okay, one is going to be immediate workflow and time-based workflow, and the second one is approval process. This is where the automation is started. When we started workflows, okay, that is when the automation is started. So you don't have automation is something like maybe without human intervention. If any task has been executed by itself, it's nothing but automation. So the workflows that we have created, that would be executed automatically. And the time-based workflows as well as immediate workflows, the case is going to be saved. This automation, this one also submission for approval also, or for approval process also. So the same task, whatever the task that can be done with the workflow rules, that can be done even with this one, other approval process also. But approval process, you need to submit for approval once that particular condition is met. And if you want to automate even this one through coding, that is going to be possible. Just based on the health condition, then you are going to activate this approval process. Any questions? Yeah, we are almost at the end of this one administrative course. Probably by this weekend, we are going to complete all the stuff. Hardly some 3 more concepts are left. Let me try to add some more concepts. That would be more than enough for you to prepare for this admin certification. So probably next week we will not have any session.
Okay. Ravindra, do you have any assignment on this one that we can?
Yeah, we have judged. Okay, so we have the thing 2 to 3 assignments. I'm going to upload it right away. Okay. So please take a look at it. Yeah, that may be for recruitment application, and also the patient and directors we have been working on it. Please try to have even hospital management as one more application, so that you will be able to work on 2 assignments.
Just a small thing. Last time when we were creating the accounts approval thing, then what had happened?
What has happened is whenever I started this approval process, that doesn't matter whether you are going with this one, Jumpstart, or the other one, approval process. So what has happened is, by default, it was not selected as an account. Even I did not observe it. I just clicked on this one. So it was showing Jumpstart. Okay, Jumpstart or maybe the standard method. So this is very important for us whenever you want to create a new approval process. So here the list of objects are here. So by default it was account. So that's the reason I was able to see only account fields. I was not able to see patient fields. Okay. If you want to create a new approval process, say for example, if I want to go with maybe Jumpstart. Right now what has happened is The position that you have selected is account.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, if you want to go to college admissions, create a new approval process using Jumpstart. Okay, you can get all the college admissions. That was the step that we missed. Okay. Okay, guys. Then thank you so much. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.